Abby. Good morning. It's 7:30 here, local time. It's pretty early for a Sunday. If I could turn back the clock, I would have started this tour at a different time, not so early. And because now we're going to somebody's home, and hopefully we're not making any inconvenience to the boy and his mother. But at least 2 days ago, and also yesterday when we passed and we talked to them, and actually they knew we'll be coming today. And also part of the reason I started this tour quite early for Sunday is also because I have some work to do later today, and yeah, so I think it will be all right. But it's a bit early, 7:30 here. Let's turn the camera around. This is where I live, and I just left my home, walking towards the home of our interviewees. It's actually really a stone thing. I can walk there in a matter of 3 to 4 minutes, slowly. Now the morning temperature is not too bad. Now I'm leaving my home area. You can see I used to show you a Little Rock Village at two different locations. One up high at the top of the mountain, the other relatively low, and which also I showed you more of. And this is actually the road that was built and paved a couple of years ago, not a long time ago. I think this was built maybe 10 years ago for the motor cars. This is how local people go up and down in a car. But you can see the road is very narrow. And we need to drive on this road for about 8 minutes to go down to the villager seat where we can buy more stuff. This is also the theme of Little Rock Village. Actually, I'm as curious as probably you are about who are going to see today. It's a boy, little boy, a kindergartner, who I saw always live here with his grandmother. And last year, my wife told me that the brother of that boy actually died in an accident. Let's go there and to see what their life is like. I thought you know them. My wife is from this village, and we kind of, my wife, they kind of know them just by face, and my wife didn't really have much connection with them, but here in this village, especially those villagers who live in the vicinity, people are kind of, they are, even though you don't have a deep relationship, you kind of can, start a relationship quite immediately. So how they agreed to talk to you? Yes, Delia, for sure. Actually, we thought about interviewing them a while ago, and we actually were looking for the chance to just meet them in passing, and therefore we just wanted to tell them that maybe to ask them if they were interested in maybe a visit to their home and for some talk. And 2 days ago, we actually saw the lady, saw the old lady, and we actually put a bag of pieces of long johns of my sons, and we gave them to the grandmother, and she was pretty happy. And this is where she lives. Actually.
他刚起床嘞。
刚起床是吧？没有影响到吧？
没有。他们在吃早饭。
哦，好。
在隔壁邻居的那个两个在吃早饭。
都在吃早饭。
他也刚起床，他在刷牙洗脸。
哦。Here's my wife, and she just came here a little bit earlier than I. And you can see these are the neighbors of the family we're going to see. The ladies are all having breakfast, 2 ladies. And there's another lady who is brushing her teeth. Yeah, you can see that here in the village, people started their day actually early. They actually started the day way earlier in summer. In winter, because it's cold, naturally you just want to sleep in a little bit. This is the home. This is their home. And those ladies are the neighbors. We actually saw them every once in a while because, look, this is the road that we actually drive and pass every day. And the lady who is brushing her teeth, also 2 days ago, when I drove back from the school after I dropped off my kids, we saw her and actually gave her a hitchhike. She saved a long walk of almost 1 hour by our hitchhike. 下去啊，下去啊。All right, so probably they are preparing. They are just starting their day. Let's wait outside a little bit. 你好，早上好。And you know what? Here's the lady, and she's brushing her hair. And you know what? I got impressed by the boy and the lady because I used to see them. The lady, I used to see the lady ride a tricycle with her boy, the grandson, on the trailer. All manpower. You know, nowadays people usually they use the electricity powered scooters on 2 wheels usually, and sometimes on 3 wheels. But this lady, she still uses her manpower to ride a tricycle to carry her grandson to and fro. All right, I will take you into the house. Yeah, Sherry, good for her as an exercise. But this road is built on the mountain. There's a slope up and down. When you go down to school from here, it's actually no problem. But when you come back from the school, it's basically all the way up, especially the second half of the trip is pretty steep, considering you have to rely on the manpower. Yeah. This is not flat. Some part is relatively flat, but some part is not. And let's take a close look at what neighbors are having. Yeah, very typical local breakfast. Always rice congee with some stir-fried food, or sometimes they put everything just in the rice congee in the cooker to make the rice congee with a other ingredients. Like in this case, we see 吃点什么？吃粥，然后还有那个地瓜 ，sweet potatoes, and stir-fried vegetables. 早饭有什么关系？早饭有什么关系？Yeah, Barry. Brown dog waiting for food. Yes. Our house now sees dogs as the most frequent visitors. They come now more and more often. Every time when we leave the gates open for just a few minutes, and we get to see a dog coming in. And now we are more careful. We try to close the gate whenever we can, just not to let the dogs coming to prowl in our courtyard. 来，可以进去了吗？可以进去，没事的呀，他在烧饭嘛。搁家还在哪呢？那个里面。小朋友还在睡觉，还在睡觉哈。Now we are entering. 你进去啊，没事。好的。Now we are entering. This is their sitting room. 好的呀，一步步来。There's a sofa. A painting in the middle of bamboo, flanked by Chinese calligraphy writings with the auspicious words. And there's also one, with the 4 characters on top. It means 竹报平安. Says 竹报平安 means bamboo forebodes peace. Yeah, in Chinese culture, bamboo has different significances, and one of which is peace, but there's also one that is maybe better known by people, that is tenacity, as bamboo is pretty hard and grows very fast, wildly. All right, now let's move further into the room, the lit room. Oh, they have chickens in the room. And this girl in red is my daughter, my son. When I left home, he was just getting up. I cooked the breakfast this morning. I left the breakfast on the table, and before I left at home, I told my son to have them after he get dressed and washed. Wow, they have chickens raised at home. They are well-fed chickens, yeah. And now the lady here, she is cooking. Before cooking, she is starting the fire at this traditional adobe stove.
他鸡晚上就睡在这里面。
哦，鸡在那里啊？
他晚上给他关在这个门里面去。
Oh, there are many roof tiles. And here is where the chickens live at night, in the evening. And we can also see bunches of firewood. Bundles. Actually, you know what? I thought they actually lived here on a daily basis. Actually, not. That is just also something I just got to know from my wife as something new. The thing is, they actually live here on the weekends. Well, between Monday and Friday, they actually live in the village seat in a rented house. Actually, I didn't know that some people here also do this. Yeah. And my wife told me that, yes, there are some people who do that. Because I told you that here people live on the hillside, and there's a slope going up. on a daily basis for people who live in this area, not very convenient. Well, because the lady has to send her grandson to school every day between Monday and Friday, and actually they actually rented a house. They actually rent a house to near the school in the villager seat area. 他的那个租金多少钱？在下面的。
你跟现在长期没到5多少钱一个月？1年，1000块了。1年1000。
哦，1年1000块。哦。Yeah, actually, I'm curious about how much the rent is, and the lady, we confirmed with the lady herself. She told us that is 1,000 yuan per year. 1,000 yuan per year. 那么它这个1000块的话，它是一间房吗？还是一间屋子？还是就一个房间啊？就一个房间。Yeah, it's not a house. It's actually a room of a house, and they rent the room at the cost of 1,000 yuan for a year.
你去在哪居住哈？没得吃，这鸡没得吃了。
早上刷点什么吃？
泡饭，菜泡饭。
菜泡饭。
不理青菜还可以吧？吼。对个。
小朋友还。
白泡饭。
小朋友还在睡觉是吧？
白泡饭。白泡饭。
他这些鸡养的好壮哦。
对，它是有3、4斤了。
Yeah, Abby, as you said, these chickens are really well fed.
他给它吃米和玉米。
那他周一到周五的时候，这些鸡呢？
他放在里面，那门一关在里面。
食物给他足够。
食物给那个隔壁邻居给他从那个窗户那里撒进来。
I'm afraid to ask if they are going to eat those chickens. Good question, Barry. Yeah, do ask your questions. 来，我们问一下。Let me ask the lady herself. 这些鸡的话，它是拿来卖还是自己吃？吃。自己吃是吧？
过年自己吃。
过年自己吃哈。
小孩要回来。
这么一年的话，就养这4只鸡吗？不止。
自己这生小孩哪里去？
那么你们一年养几只鸡？
一年让我合计了哈。
养4只啊？不止啊。
已经黑片当他的了。
已经拿走了。
已经给他弟弟生小孩拿走了。可能养个10来只这样子。
8只的。
活鸡。
8只啊。一年。Here's the answer, and now you see 4 chickens, and there were 4 other chickens earlier this year, and the lady said they raise chicken for themselves to eat. They don't sell their chickens. Yeah, and they eat the chickens, and also they sometimes give the chickens to their relatives to eat.
对，他去啄它了，他抢它。他工商部打了让你奇迹。
他那个车在门口是吧
？3轮车啊。
3轮车在门口。
他3轮车带他家。
你这3轮车骑上来挺费力的。
哪里有？手里哪里？
上坡了那个辛苦，累。平路的还好。
平路还好是吧？Yeah, 2 days ago we saw them, and we already told them that we would be coming on a Sunday morning, and they told us that they would be at home. And yesterday, at dawn, after dinner, actually my wife took my daughter to visit again to just greet them again, and my wife told me I didn't come here, and my wife told me that the boy, upon seeing my daughter, was very happy. And he took out some candies to give to my daughter, and the boy basically was just very happy and tried to offer my daughter something he had to play with. Are the child's parents migrant workers? Is that why he lives with her? Yeah. All right, let's ask more questions like that, Sherry. That's good. Okay, but before I do that, look, there's a draft coming in from there. There is a draft and the cold wind coming in. I want to stop that wind too much. You know what? Actually, I've already got some frost bites in my in my hands. And there were colder days ahead, way ahead, a lot more. I think in 2 days there's going to be a drop of temperature to below zero. And this lady, one of the neighbors of the home, and she sometimes come here. She comes here. 那我这边直接拍就可以了. She sometimes come here. You know, she throws the chicken feet here through the window for this family during weekdays, Monday and Friday. I hope it's not too cold to hold your gimbal, Harry. Thank you for consideration, but that's all right. And what I'm going to do is just to close the door. All right, but they are talking now. They're having a talk now. Yeah, I think it's important for us to ask more about the boy and the boy's parents and the life of the lady, if we can. 来，把门关一下，太冷了，风窜进来了。你们家这屋子什么时候造的？
跟着我们人家走过。30年了。
30年了，这栋屋子。First of all, I asked this lady when this building was built, and she said about 30 years ago. 30 years ago. 那么他这个小孩啊，他爸爸妈妈呢？
爸爸妈妈打工去了。
在外面打工，一起的吗？
一起。
在哪里啊？
在杭州。在那个结工地吧。伊拉去闹城，去那个闹城。南充。
南昌，江西。啊，原来在哪里？现在不是很清楚，记不得了。他们两个在一起工作的吗？哦，在一起的。做什么工作的？打工做什么？做小工。哦。I asked the lady, what job do the boys' parents do, and where do they work? And she tried to recall. She said that they used to work in Nanchang, the capital city of Jiangxi Province, one of the neighboring provinces of my province, which is Anhui Province. It's not that far. It's a neighboring province. But that means she actually is not very sure about where they actually work exactly now. All right, that doesn't matter. And she also said that the parents, the boys' parents, they work together in the same city. And I asked what job they do. And she said they do petty job. And my wife then asked if they work on a construction site. The lady said yes. So, let's put them together. That is, they do petty job in a construction site. Menial physical work at a construction site. Can someone give brief outline of where we are? Oh, sorry, I'm late. I had trouble getting into tour. Okay. Oh, we heard something. The boy, I think, is getting up. Let's move there to see where the boy sleeps. 他现在在哪里叫啊？
请他坐，去买手镯的哈。那你工作的。哦，你的工作。哦。
怎么关照了？
门那风一吹锁住了。
那么这个小孩会开吗？
给手里开吧。
哦。The boy cried, but he cried without tears, just cried, and they told me that the door was locked because of the strong wind, and from inside. Hopefully the boy is all right. Oh, here's the boy. 来，快把外套穿一下，否则太凉了。
你看你别偷偷跳。
啊。He lives in this room. He sleeps in this room. I actually kind of took a look into this room in dark, but I didn't notice that he actually is sleeping here.
你轻松他拿泡这么薄的那个睡觉的垫子，你看。
醒了。
你和他说你坐吧，医生说你坐吧，和他坐。和你坐啊？哎，坐房的，坐房的。来，和你坐。哎，这喊么嘞？那医生去喊么？你吧，你说你坐吧。
看他自己知道吧。来来，你看他自己怎么穿的。
那喊我坐噻，看你说你坐吧。看你说你坐吧。小坐吧，就是。来，说喊我坐噻。
几岁了这小孩
老徐。
6岁啊。
18年生的，18年比他大，比他小2岁，比多多小2岁。
是吧？18年出生的。那4岁了，4、5岁了。The boy was born in 2018. So, according to Chinese people's tradition, we say that he is 5 years old. 2022 and 2018, 4 years apart. But in Chinese tradition, we add 1 year up because we think that the boy is on his way to the 5th year, right? So he's 5 years old in our understanding.
18年的。
Yeah, and the boy just now said, "Can I play with the sister?" He mean my daughter. So he is excited at seeing my daughter.
你本身有个姑姑啊，去年子走他了。
Yeah, this boy used to have an elder brother, but his brother died in an accident. And I was very shocked when I heard this, actually last year, but then I didn't identify who that family was, obviously. And here we are. And I was told that his brother died at home as he played alone without the presence of this lady. Well, this lady then worked on the field outside. Well, then the elder brother somehow 他哥哥有没有什么情况呢？当时
没有。佢個哥哥去年和啲有翻去啊。
下面绳子吊死的。
真的？
真的
啊？
真的。
哦。
他娃娃。
Oh my。
我对不上。
我碰到人了。
怎么会啊？
或者绳的啊。
绳子就是挂上去了，把脖子给勒死的。
You know what? I heard that when my wife told me initially last year that that boy hanged himself, and the lady just now pinpointed where it happened right here. You can see there is like a shelf, wooden shelf, that is located above the bed where the boy sleeps. And last year, his elder brother hanged himself right here, and he died.
你上面吹到了，我早不去怕我去没得打。哦，洗没得打，哪去
？Good grief. 他平时自己穿衣服的吗？
他平时自己穿衣服，也穿的，自己穿，他的也自己会穿。开锁了，那还给好的那个鞋底哈，得给整下来。
2 days ago, we gave the boy some pieces of my son's old long johns, and yeah, so now it's this boy's hand him down, and also we sometimes also take somebody else hand me down. Eddie, it was an accident. It was not deliberate. But let me ask this: 他那个小孩子的话，他自己就是知道这些危险吗？他有没有什么这方面的问题呢？
微信给也说的微信个了哈，还是要比的洗吧。
必须的，不是也不晓得好哪里有洗到这里。
就是自己也不知道。
他那个小孩那么没什么那个吧？怎么会这样的呢？
有点的呀。
有点的啊。Yeah, it just happened. Just so happened. And according to this lady's account, she just said that that boy was naughty. But actually, according to my wife, through other people's talking, that boy was suffered a little bit from some mental disease also. 穿了几件衣服啊？几层衣服啊？几件衣服啊？5件啊。Now he's ready to go, and now he has 5 layers of clothes on him. You know, here in this backward rural village of China, children used to wear on average 10 pieces of clothes. It was not something in common. Well, there's one more outside. 这是免得他弄脏自己是吧？哦。The lady puts on one more for the boy. The obvious love between the boy and the grandma is nice to see. Yeah. 早上在嘴巴里面吃什么东西啊？
他捡了颗花生。
他吃了就要吃。
你个口背包个哈。你比哪一个我看过？对，那个一点点汤了。哦，一点点汤了。
他哥哥那是去年几岁啊
？7岁。
7岁。Dawn, last year, the boy's elder brother was 7 years old. There are some pictures here.
等于个给期许照明期许，这许也不期5许。
这是谁啊？
他儿子是啥？哪一个？那个亲儿子记不记得？
不是，是小孩，我弟弟的小孩。我小孩。
买你个小乖，个豆个亲个豆个咯，豆个地个。豆个地个不是这个哈。
96年哈。This picture was taken in 1996, February 21st, maybe around Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is not on a fixed day. Sometimes it comes in January, more often, but occasionally it also comes in February. 哦，这个开车的是他儿子吗？这个是哈。Oh, this driver in the picture is the lady's son. 是他们的爸爸是吧？
是。
The boys, or the boys, yeah, father. Wow. 这些照片真的还是蛮让人回忆的哈，勾起很多回忆的东西。
弟媳妇，弟弟。这个因为是弟弟的儿子，大弟弟的儿子。
哦。都是在这里拍的哈，都在这里拍的。
姐姐不吃，谢谢，你自己吃。给到我打红了还。好长哦，喏，那个白。因为你自己比我头上。
How often do the parents visit?
那后天这个啊，拜拜。拜拜。哦，说你给后续的是不？你交给后续的吧，不行。
他爸爸妈妈多久来一次啊？你爸爸妈妈多久来一次啊？不一定的。上一次什么时候来的呢？
2个月来一次，半年来一次。
哦。
他想来就来了。
How often do the parents come to visit? I just asked the lady. Asked the boy, he didn't respond to me, and the lady answered, not very sure. They come sometimes once every 2 months, sometimes once half a year. Not fixed. Has it got electricity? Yes. Rewind? Yes. There's electricity for sure. But usually people here, to save money, they don't turn on the lights when unnecessary. 他的那部三轮车在哪里哦？就那部啊？Oh, here is the tricycle that the old lady uses to take the boy everywhere. It's not electricity powered. This one is man powered. It's the basic tricycle that the lady uses. And the boy oftentimes is on the backside of the tricycle taken by his grandmother. I saw that pictures a few times. 吃早饭了呗？
他不吃。
不吃啊？为什么？
那就吃一个水煮蛋。
哦，那也要吃啊，那也要吃啊。He's playing with the chickens. Wow. Hide and seek. 你在跟鸡玩躲猫猫是吧？
这个刚进去是不？妈妈了，被爹的喽。
He doesn't talk much. Looks to me like he's not playing. Or what? Don, what do you think he's doing? 好，我们进屋子，外面挺冷的。
你冷不冷啊？啊？都已经在桌上不起啊
？Oh, threatening them. Okay. Don, yes. I like your insights. I like your insights. I'm not sure if threatening was what it was when she did that, but it's a good reference. It's a good reference. Yeah. Now the lady is cleaning the floor. You can imagine when the chickens are around, what is on the floor, and she is now cleaning. She uses the ashes of firewood to cover the chopping of the chicken first, and then remove it by a broom, a rustic broom, and a shovel. Vetting his exercise, getting his frustrations out. Yes, maybe Donna, that's right. That's right. I like this kind of mental analysis. Very, very enlightening. Perhaps. I think kid is emotionally frustrated and takes it out on the animal, probably misses parents. That's right. That's right, Barry.
跟早上在那边后你吃没了啊？你吃没了啊？早上？啊？手边啊？哦，小便哦。
哦，小便。
小便。
My wife just now asked the boy, "What do you eat for breakfast?" He didn't respond to the question, and he just said, 小便. Originally, we thought he was saying something else. But actually, later we got to know that he said, go to the toilet for number one thing. So, 卫生间在哪里了？
就是一个粪桶。
哦，就是个粪桶。
也就往上去看看。拿了啥？
给擦洗开的。
要给擦洗啊。
Okay, done.
给他擦洗擦好的，我再说的。
The boys' toilet is actually a bucket made of wood. And local farmers, they defecate and urinate on the wooden bucket. And later, when there's a certain amount, they will dump those into the crops as fertilizer.
哦，对，没关了，它着掉了。
这个车子挪一下，我们的。This is a Chinese brand of hybrid car, BYD. BYD is actually the initials of 比亚迪. This is how this brand in Chinese is pronounced. But later they came out with a new concept to explain the three letters BYD. That is build your dreams in English. Build your dreams. Yeah, now we can sometimes see at the end of the car, you can also see instead of a BYD, it says build your dreams. What's the name of your daughter? My daughter's name, my family name is Gu, and her name is Ling Yun, Gu Ling Yun. And my son created an English name for my daughter that we all liked, and it has been adopted as my formal English name of my daughter. That is Cindy. Probably my daughter is going to be called Cindy as an English name for her life. Cindy. 顾凌云 Dalia. 顾凌云 Ling Yun. Lin, that's right. Yun. 顾凌云. In winter, we don't get to see the sun a lot. Sun doesn't appear often. Your wife is gathering such valuable insights into those village people, and we're so lucky you are sharing it all with us. These tours are so valuable. Thank you, Harry. Great to know, Jane. Yeah, just as I said earlier on my tour, sometimes I, or both my wife and I, are sometimes as curious as you are about local people's life, especially for me, because I'm not from this village. I'm from Shanghai. I would say people in China, those people who live in the cities, they are kind of cut off from people who live elsewhere, especially those people who live in rural areas. It's totally a different world. It's totally a different world. Sometimes when I categorize the city people based on my understanding now, I would say that they are kind of a spoiled group of people in China. They don't really get to see what the real life in China in the backward water area is. and they can't get in touch with the people here. 来，朵朵，他在叫你姐姐，你跟他说说话，你可以跟他说说话。
我们就不会说没有，没有，没有，你看姐姐对不对？然后的我不晓得。
来，我们一起来，来，我们一起跟讲讲话，会吗？会说英语话吗？来说一句 ，Hello， 说一句，说一句 ，Good morning。你叫什么名字啊 ？What's your name？ 你叫什么名字啊？不说话。There are programs from the government to help people who are struggling. Yes, Sandra. Yes, you can say there are, but sometimes it's just scratching the surface. To solve the problem from the root is a different matter. You can always give something out to people as the government, as sometimes, as a grandstanding show something. But to solve the problem from the deep in is a different matter. It's a bit complicated in China. The girl in red coat, that is the tour guide's daughter. Okay, Joyce. All right, hopefully my son is doing well, and I told him that I cooked the breakfast for him at the table, and so far he hasn't come to see us and didn't make any noise. Hopefully he's doing all well. And here the lady is having breakfast. She cooked the breakfast when we saw her 20-30 minutes ago, and now she's having it. Wow. Boy is reading. 会读吗？给我们读一篇唐诗。
会读唐诗吗？
会吗？
锄禾日当午，会不会？会不会？来摆一听哪里？会吧？啊，慢点吧。
摆到那姐姐阿姨那的，整那手指啊！
来看你手里摆吧。
一张的。
啊，一张呀！哎呦，
我来转一下过没？
春晓，来读春晓好不好？春眠不觉晓。哎呦，哪里打顶楼着嘛？
啊，老子让咱们是嘛来还得看。小朋友，不然咱俩好好的很过咱俩哈。
来
考考你这
个。来，你跟姐姐读，姐姐你教她读，是吧？
我跟
你教她。
春眠不觉晓，
跟着读。春眠不觉晓。哥哥。
处处闻啼鸟。
处处闻啼鸟。你说处处闻啼鸟。哥哥。
You can see how the language skill this boy has. Really, it is largely decided by the ambience, the mentality, the ambience, the people around you.
这个字认识吗？认识吗？小时不识月，会读吗？哎呦！哎呦喂！
是不是好大的？
他的耳朵挺大的哈。
嗯。他在读哪里？你知道吗？
那
快点到个了，不对，到那个，到底到哪里个？
This book is interactive. This book is interactive. There's a button beside each paragraph that you can press and then you will hear how the paragraph is read. Each one is actually a Chinese poem. You know, in China, girls and boys in early age, they start learning Chinese characters through listening to and reciting the Chinese ancient poems as one of the means of learning the language. Recitation and reading and listening to the ancient Chinese poems.
我口一图不塞。好吃吧？好吃啊！啊，哎呦，好吃！
烧了什么呀？
泡饭。
泡饭就炒了点那个豆芽 bean
青
sprouts,
菜
stir-fried bean sprouts, and some pickled vegetables, and beans, and sweet potatoes with a rice congee. Typical rural breakfast here.
不好吃，不好吃。
什么不好吃啊？
他奶奶问他要不要吃，喂他一点，他说不好吃。
不好吃啊？
泡饭不好吃。
不好吃啊？那他吃什么呢？
要吃饺子。
要吃饺子啊？
哦。吃馄饨。要吃猪肉。
要吃猪肉啊！馄饨、饺子、猪肉。
嗯。
See, the boy isn't having really breakfast, and his grandmother asked him if he wants to have breakfast, congee breakfast, and the boy just waved his head. And then the lady said, this boy doesn't like rice congee. He likes dumplings, 馄饨 wonton, 饺子 dumplings, and pork. 饺子可以吃多少个？15、16个。Oh, when the boy has 饺子 dumplings, he can take away as many as 15 pieces. I think next time, when my wife makes dumplings at home, we'll definitely take some here for the boy to enjoy. ？What is the little pup's name? 这只狗有名字吗？这只狗有没有名字？
叫小黄。
小黄啊。The puppy's name is Little Yellow. Little Yellow. 小黄 in Chinese. 小 means little. 黄 is yellow. Little Yellow. Yeah. Dogs look desperate for food. They always go around looking for food. My hand is a little bit shaky because of the cold. And I forgot to take my gloves. It's really cold here.
Oh.
他讲话不是很清楚哈。
对。
是吧？
对。他因为很少有人跟他一起玩，所以他说话说的少。
是。Do they celebrate Christmas? I don't think they have ever heard of Christmas. The folks are right in front of you. I don't think they have ever heard of Christmas. And we don't even celebrate Christmas. It has no cultural significance to us, to Chinese people. Yes. How much chickens do you have? We don't raise any chickens. My mother-in-law used to raise chickens, but she's not at home these days, and there are no chickens. La ji in Chinese means trash. He's carrying the bin somewhere. I didn't understand what he was saying because I don't speak the local dialect. But the thing is, sometimes I have noted that even the people who are familiar with the boy don't understand sometimes what he says. Looks to be developing well for his age despite difficult circumstances. It's good to see the curiosity he was showing. In the warm season, do these buildings have central air? Central air, okay. Heater. Are you talking about the winter? Here, people, they don't use any central heating. People in Beijing area, in relatively northern China, they have the central heating, which is done by the hot water radiators. And each household has it. So it's a system built in the building for people in Beijing, for instance. And every month throughout winter, people pay a fee to enjoy the service. Well, in Shanghai, we don't have that kind of a central heating by the hot water radiators. In Shanghai, people usually they use air conditioning. Because you see, the air conditioning nowadays can be used for both winter and summer as one of the ways. Well, some other families in Shanghai, for instance, they use the heated flooring. It's more costly. Yeah. Well, in northern China, northeastern China, in those regions that share the border with North Korea and even further north with Russia, there are people, they actually have also the Adobe system that can create heat for their bed. They cook on the stove, and there's also heat that is transmitted to the channels built with the bricks and the mud under the bed. Therefore, their bed is heated by the air that comes from the cooking stove. And finally, those air will be exhausted through a chimney out. This is how people in the very northern of China create their heat. And here people, they use a heater basket to get their heat, to keep warm, other than covering themselves in clothes. And let me show you a heater basket. This is a heater basket made of metal, a more modern one. There is also a traditional version that is made of bamboo, weaved bamboo outside, and there's a metal, like a bowl inside to hold the firing coal, firewood, and ashes all together to give heat. Usually it works with only the firewood and ashes, but sometimes if you want to have extra heat and more enduring heat, you can put some pieces of coal inside. Therefore, it can last longer. 这个有没有火啊？里面有没有热啊？哦，有的，用呀。现在里面有热的，有的。There's heat in it. His grandmother shoveled some firewood and ashes into this heater basket, and there's heat in it. But the boy doesn't want to use it. 冷不冷啊？不冷。I asked the boy, "Are you cold?" He answered me, "Not cold." This is the first question that I got answered from the boy today. That's great. 好，我们时间也差不多了。小心哦，杯子不要倒掉了。There's a ceramic statue of Guanyin, the Bodhisattva of compassion, goddess of mercy in Chinese Buddhism. Oh, the boy just told me this is my grandmother, the boy just said. 你奶奶对不对？还有呢？你奶奶和你爷爷对吗？爷爷哈。啊？爸爸在那儿。爸爸在那儿。Oh, it says 幸福一生 meaning be happy all the life. Be happy all life. This picture was taken in the year 2017. Okay. Some daikon turnip. 好了，我们今天要不差不多吧，也怪冷的。好了，小朋友，我们下次再来跟你玩，好不好？好了，再见。那天给他的那个秋裤好穿吗？给他的秋裤。没，还给那面包裤好做不了，可能他做不摆做，摆做吧。嗯。好做过，没行个，和你不好做，好做，这个好做。嗯。好，叔叔再见。好，再见好不好？再见好不好？好，叔叔再见。下次这个姐姐再过来跟你玩。好啊。然后我们到的时候有一些衣服啊，可以再给你哈。好的。或者带一些好吃的给你吃。Does the family travel? Where do they like to visit? Barry, my daughter kind of always keeps distance from other kids. My son doesn't have that problem, but my daughter, I don't know. It's probably her personality right now. We have always taught her to be more open with to other kids, but this is her right now. Okay, we're now saying goodbye to them, and we'll come back to them next time when we pass. We'll keep in mind to give them some food if we have some extra, and also some hand-me-down from my son. Actually, my daughter takes a hand-me-down from other people. Why not? 好，挥个手好吧，挥个手，再见。All right, 再见 ，Goodbye. Oh, good. 好。 好，很棒，
很棒，很棒。要讲个，要讲个，要讲个，说你讲个。
Okay, guys, thank you for watching. And it has been 1 hour. And now we are going home for our day to start. It's a Sunday, so I have some English lessons to give. And I now teach English on the internet to my kids who are usually from Shanghai. So, and also let me check out if my son has done his job in the morning to dress himself up and have breakfast and put everything in relative order. It's the problem of us, the kids, they can't put things in good order. This is all we have learned, right? Even as adults, we try to put things in order and to do things rationally. We always have to try and learn it. So I think thank you very much for today and your attention and care again about China and Chinese people here. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.